Thank you. Timekeepers, please give me 1 minute of silence, please. Sandeep Sengupta, A Day in My Life. A Day in My Life, Sandeep Sengupta.
What a coincidence. He chose a day in the life of a donkey, and I said a day in my life. When I'm done telling you about that day, you'll probably agree with it. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I live in a house, and I call it the House of 7 Stop Signs. You probably heard of House of 7 Gables. Mine is House of 7 Stop Signs. And here's why. There are 7 stop signs from my house to the freeway I take to come to work. And it's just a 3-mile long road with 7 stop signs. And by the time I get to the freeway, I'm tired of stopping. And I want to quickly get to work. On April 23rd, 2015, I stopped at all the stop signs, got on the freeway, quickly changed the lanes to the leftmost, and in front of me, I see a black SUV. I'm like, oh. And he's not driving as fast as I need him to drive. And there's another SUV in front of him. So there are 2 of them. I said, oh, good Lord. How do I can't, and then there's the other traffic on the middle road. So I started tailgating, which I do very often. Sometimes I do honk. And I was tailgating the car in front of me, and I went really close, this black SUV. Oh, he's not going to yield very easily. He put the brake. I'm like, oh, let me go back. Let me slow down. I slowed down, there was a gap. And then again I said, no, I'm not going to give up. I need to reach work as fast as I can. Went very close, and I see something written on the back, Rowlett. I said, what Rowlett? Who cares about Rowlett? And then again he braked. I said, oh, this guy is a very stubborn guy. He's not going to yield, and he's not going to let me bully him. Okay. Third time again I went very close, and I see Rowlett, police. I let go of the gas, the accelerator I mean, and I promised I'm never going to tailgate a police car ever again. It doesn't end there. The same day, I reached work on that day, April 23rd. Building B, yes, 4th floor. I went straight to my desk, kept my bag. So let me give you a little bit of background. Every day in the morning, I meet with the India folks, and I don't have time for breakfast. So I come to work and do my breakfast. So by the time, with all those stop signs, with all those hassles, I was hungry and I wanted to eat. So I kept my bag, went straight to the break room. And if you're aware, or you must be familiar with this, in the break room, sometimes there's food, right? And I see a big platter of fruit over there. Yeah. And I see Matthew from the other club standing over there, near the coffee place. And I'm next to the table. And on the table, I see a white paper bag. Oh, excellent. I have breakfast and fruit. So what I do is, I look at Matthew, and he's just looking at me. He's not saying anything, he's just looking at me. I'm like, what's wrong with Matthew? He's just looking at me. I said, okay, I don't care what he's thinking. There is some food for me. So I put my hand in, and I feel nice and warm burrito out there. I was about to pull it out when a lady next to me, that's my lunch. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm always hungry. I didn't know how to react. Anyways, I kept the burrito back. I lost my breakfast, I guess. Walked away from that scene. I went and told Matthew, why didn't you tell me? I said, how do I know that you're going to pick take someone else's lunch? So that kind of ended my ordeal on that day. Now it's for you to decide if it was my day or it was a day in the life of a donkey.
Please take a moment and fill out your ballot for